So last week over on the ShoddyCast YouTube channel, I dropped this video about the mechanics of Mass Effect Andromeda and how, as an RPG, the game focuses mostly on actual fun game mechanics more than anything else. Apparently RPGs aren't allowed to have fun gameplay mechanics. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Around the same time, the game is getting a whole lot of shit for dumb stuff like facial animations. As a person who's new to the series and somebody who's not that big of a fan of most RPGs, I'm here to tell you why this game is worth a shot. In regards to the facial animations, yes, some of them are real bad.
My department actually has colonial affairs to direct. And you have new tools.
But may I remind you what the running animation looked like in Mass Effect 3. Literally everything else in this game is stunning. It's a gorgeous game with some janky animations. Give it a rest. I played a little bit of Mass Effect 1, but that game was bad. So I stopped and never played the rest. I honestly don't think I would have been interested in Mass Effect Andromeda if it wasn't for ShoddyCast. The previews just looked like a generic space shooter. And my perception of the Mass Effect series is a little bit skewed. I view it as this massive undertaking, this living, breathing world you have to claw your way through and cultivate your existence before you can progress at all. That's not really the case at all. In Mass Effect Andromeda, there's no pressure. The game is as linear as you want it to be. My least favorite thing about open world RPGs is figuring out where to go or what to do. This game lays it all out in front of you. Unless you want to do the side quests, which all contribute to the greater goal of the story. Not like Zelda, where the goal is to defeat Ganon. But first, help this guy find all of his chickens. One criticism that Mass Effect is getting is that the story just kinda tosses you into the middle of it. It could be a little jarring at first. I chalk this up as me not having played the other ones and not knowing what's going on, but it didn't really bother me. The beginning of the game had some super cheesy, generic sci-fi-y dialogue that was really bad, but it quickly got better. It's not amazing still, but it's enough to keep me wanting to progress in the game. The worlds are gorgeous and full of life. There's so much to do and explore, although I don't really want to do any of that. But it's nice to look at while I plow my way over to the next mission. The game is a little buggy. I assume that that's because this was a pre-release copy, but that's not really an excuse. Some silly things happen, like characters just snap to this default position. I have one game-breaking bug where I can't finish a side quest because the game won't let me talk to the person that I need to talk to finish the side quest. They somehow respawn onto a platform that I can't get to, and it won't prompt me to talk to them when I'm near them. Restarting the game doesn't help either. This is just a side quest that I can never finish, apparently. Now, my ShoddyCast video is on the mechanics of Mass Effect Andromeda and how good they feel. I don't want to go into too much detail because you can just click over here and watch that, but the gameplay loop is definitely the best part of the game. I'm the type of person who can see right through the veil of the graphics of any game and see that, oh, I don't know, that Ghost Recon and The Division are the same fucking game. When you take all the shit out of them, they're the same game. Actually, if you just take the snow out of The Division, then it's Ghost Recon. Mass Effect Andromeda feels unique to me. The way you move, the way the combat works, it all feels so good. I've been jumping back in mostly just for the combat. It reminds me of Metal Gear Solid 5, how the combat was so good that the story was pretty much forgiven. But the Metal Gear story wasn't nearly as bland as the Mass Effect story can be at times. Don't get me wrong, there are some exciting moments, and there are some moments that can make you feel like a badass, but it can feel slow at times too. Again, the combat mechanics and the variety of combat styles make up for this. I've since learned that Mass Effect 2 and 3 focus more on making a shooter than an RPG, and Mass Effect Andromeda definitely feels more like a shooter. I have since dabbled a little bit in the character building. I mostly just auto level up my teammates so I don't have to bother with them. I also got this sweet ass sniper rifle that basically just shoots rockets. It's dope as hell. But this just makes the combat feel that much better. It's like some Borderlands shit. I'm just worried that this game's gonna review poorly because of all the dumb shit people have been saying about it. The animations are bad. Some of the dialogue is not good, but then why weren't the other Mass Effect games held to this same standard? I'm a gameplay is king type person, and the gameplay here is fantastic. I've heard that the gameplay in the old Mass Effect games is clunky, and you can see it. It looks clunky. It's hard. It looks hard to move. I'm both excited and frightened for people to get their hands on this. This is like the first major AAA game that I've gotten early, and I'm scared that I liked it so much. If everyone else hates it, they're gonna think that EA paid me to say these things. They did not. They just booked me a plane ticket and fed me beer. I'd say the absolute worst part of Mass Effect Andromeda is that Zelda's out right now. So what do you guys think about Mass Effect Andromeda? Did you get that early access? Are you playing it right now because it's out today? This is the day it's out. And what do you think of the reception it's gotten? And are you even gonna get it because of that reception? Leave it in the comments below. Add me on Twitter. All this other social media garbage. Remember that there's new videos every single Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Wednesday nights is Wulff Den Live. We are going to do more of the backlog eventually. So stay tuned for that. And don't forget to watch my video over the ShoddyCast YouTube channel. Click that little I or the annotation after this. Thank you guys very much. The most important thing you can do is subscribe and share this video with a friend who's into Mass Effect or wants to get into it. This is for people who haven't played the other ones and are thinking about getting this one. That's what this video is for. Thank you guys very much. Have a good week.